top local, national, and world news that you may have missed.
You're welcome, Grand Rapids. This is
NewsFlash. Ding dong. Our top story tonight, a new study from Pfizer is showing positive signs that an antiviral pill to treat COVID in its early stages could be available soon. Because this is Pfizer we're talking about, however, be ready to hear a commercial soon saying, if your corona lasts more than 4 hours, please consult a doctor. Still, it's better than consulting your veterinarian or a mortician.
Rob Portis, a Livonia man who has become notorious for driving a modified ambulance towing was affectionately called the Trump Unity Bridge. It features phrases such as all that matters, build the wall, and take a great man. He was involved in a collision in Flint where he drove straight into a telephone pole. I know, but did you see it? Ironically, Portis claimed he was on his way back from an event protesting high school mask mandates, so clearly he's never burdened or concerned with health safety. He would not take his responsibility either. Weinstein look-alike was unsure what caused the crash, so maybe there was a little bit of confusion surrounding the fact that he was driving an out-of-commission ambulance during the pandemic. Not true. Witnesses claim they heard Portis shout, "We can't believe the polls." So,
Karma. In a challenge to China, the U.S. will share nuclear submarine technology with Australia, said a U.S. government spokesperson. Those Aussies will probably be good at submarine stuff since they're already down under. France chuffed over this situation because they had a similar agreement with Australia first, and now they take some backseat. They withdrew the French ambassadors for both U.S. and Australia as a rebuttal, and they are now also threatening to withhold technology that allows you to smoke cigarettes underwater. And French.
hey, remember that time when you broke up with someone, but you still had to see them at work every day, so you would text them little things like, "You're truly the worst human being I've ever met," and maybe I hope your car explodes on the way in. No, and maybe they said you better hide on the house floor. Do you remember that?
No.
Well, clearly you don't remember that because you must not be in the Michigan State Legislature. That's right. The Holmes County Republican, Steve Marino, with sweetheart, did exactly that after Oakland County Democrat Mary Mnuchin broke up with him. Look at well, he went on a hate tax rampage for 21 straight months. What a prohibitive affair. Republican, Democrat, real Catholic monarchy stuff here.
Now, it was only after Marino was removed from the two House committees that he serves on for his alleged abuse that Mnuchin was finally able to obtain a personal protection order from him. But Marino is fighting back, saying that all of his mean texts were just taken out of context, and he's the real victim. But how do you take those sorts of texts out of context? I mean, clearly the answer is emojis. So, as you all know, the modern texter should always be employing an emoji sommelier to get the perfect text emoji pairing just right.
For example, when you text someone you're truly the worst human being alive, maybe you'll want to pair with a kind smiley face. You know, as you can see, it totally changes the whole context. Without your smiley face, you just can't eat.
Yeah, exactly. And, for I hope your car explodes, maybe you try pairing that with the peach emoji and some bubbles. Just suggesting that they're going to explode in merry little fart bubbles of joy.
That's probably what that is.
Sure.
And for hide on the house floor, maybe like a cutie kissy face emoji? No, I think that means that you're kissing them goodbye. How about the baby angel emoji? I feel like that makes that worse. Like they're going to.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's no cute word context here. It looks like Republican Marino is a unique blend of the batshit crazy face emoji and the smiling pilot.
Johnson & Johnson announced that a second shot booster of their vaccine 2 months after their first shot could give you 100% immunity from severe COVID and And if you wait 6 months, that immunity boost is even larger. So, I mean, this is crazy. In theory, if you take a third booster shot, you could conceivably get 150% immunity, which means you could just suck the COVID out of other people. If you get a fourth shot, you just become Michael Clark Duncan's character from The Green Mile. Well done, Johnson and Johnson and Johnson and Johnson and Johnson and Johnson.
Moving on, last week was World Gratitude Day, and you guys didn't mean anything.
Sorry, I forgot.
It's fine.
The Canadian elections were held last week as well, and the most notable highlights, Justin Trudeau reclaimed yet another term as Prime Minister, and he got blackfaced. Sorry, I mean, he got shit-faced at the after-party celebration. Right. He's always confusing those two. After many decades of politicking, a compromise was finally made with the Bloc Québécois, where instead of Quebec becoming its own nation, all of Canada is now Quebec. And also as a compromise, Canadian bacon has been officially reclassified as ham, but the good news is more poutine to go around, right? Yeah. Where's it reading?
The TikTok Devious Lips Challenge has reached West Michigan, causing hundreds of teens to rob their schools of literally anything. Books, chairs, ceiling tiles, soap dispensers, and toilet seats, which is just a recipe for the stomach flu. A class in Granville even had to make a GoFundMe to replace the stolen classroom calculators. That one message. Many elder millennials, including myself, were confused that Devious Lips didn't refer to a particularly gnarly afternoon session at the car center, am I right? Yeah? Okay. It started to trickle out of the classrooms, however, as more and more things started to go missing around the city.
Yes, some other seemingly innocuous items having been reported as being stolen were the coffee sleeves at Madcap, mug clubs from Founders, and creamers from the Grand Coney.
They also took every photo of the Trans-Siberian Orchestra from Bangor, which was a lot.
Yes.
All the feet from the Griff mascot uniforms, and the safety nets from the bottom.
And some especially devious licks were the roundabouts at Mercy Health, the top of the McKay Tower, and the feminine sculpture in Gaslight Village. Yes.
One of the horseshoes from that Da Vinci horse, all of the butterflies from Butterfly Gardens, and we can only assume that the next TikTok challenge to go viral is actual stomach virus, which is the next logical progression of an actual devious lips. Alright? Let's hear it.
Yeah. Fun facts. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, 24 times that Manhandle Arena sits.
On purpose.
Yeah, yep. Michigan State Representative Jewel Jones has had a rough year, you guys. In April, he was driving erratically under the influence on I-96, and when pulled over, he and his female passenger were caught with their pants on the ground, so to speak. So after his extremely impaired lady passenger was loaded onto an ambulance, Representative Jones became combative with police, was wrestled to the ground, tased, and maced. Yikes. Thankfully, he had left his loaded gun in the cup holder of his car, so he was safe. But he was charged and released on bond, but after repeatedly violating the terms of his bond 3 separate times over the summer by drinking and tampering with his tether, he was taken into custody on September 17th. As he was being processed, officers found he had tried to smuggle a handcuff key into jail by taping it to the bottom of his foot underneath his, this is true, alcohol-patterned socks.
Come on.
Yeah, none of this is a joke yet. All of this is real things, yeah. While it is unclear what he was planning to do with that key, given that it couldn't help him get out of the cell, some have speculated that he might have misinterpreted a conversation that he had with his pastor, saying that he needs to, the key to salvation is to do some soul searching under the protection of the Holy Spirit. Yeah, easy mistake, who knows?
Shields, Posey, Witherspoon. No, it's not the cast of the Spicy New Showtime series. Rather, Chad Shields, Courtney Shields, Deshaun Posey, and Brittany Witherspoon are four enterprising Michiganders who have been charged with multiple counts of fraud and identity theft after filing more than 240 fraudulent claims for unemployment benefits in at least 20 different states. They are accused of defrauding over $725,000 from the state of Michigan and over $1.5 million from the state of California. Now look, the state.
All right.
We have more money. The discovery of the crimes resulted from meticulous and dogged government investigation of financial forensic clues. Hold on. No, it's just a routine traffic stop. That's not the one. Troy police officer noticed that the license plate was that the vehicle Posey was driving was registered under a different vehicle, and when they searched it, they found high-end retailer shopping bags purchased with unemployment benefit debit cards. Investigators subsequently discovered the other three fellows also used a number of different identities to siphon money from unemployment claims to a variety of different things. They were really going for it. Apparently, the entrepreneurs used much of their money to buy luxury cars to set up new luxury chauffeur service titled, no joke, Van Glorious Transports.
Fancy.
Super fancy. Ironically, this whole story would be worthy of its own spicy Showtime series. Devious lips, expert mode, wire fraud. I'm gonna hit you.
Mammoths might soon be rejoining society. Scientists at Hurlburt believe that the extinct creature could be resurrected with recovered DNA. The Harvard scientists are thinking of opening a much less cool version of Jurassic Park, where families can come and see, prehistoric microbes and plants. One actor, Ray Romano, is following the story avidly to do some method acting for the next High Safety movie. Just to keep the mammoths company, the scientists are probably going to also look into resurrecting the Magnus avis, otherwise known as big birds. Yeah, you can't separate those two.
New Zealand police busted two men who were attempting to sneak into the city of Auckland, which has been under lockdown due to COVID, with $100,000 cash, large amounts of Kentucky Fried Chicken in the trunk. 4 bags, including 3 buckets of chicken and 10 large containers of coleslaw. Talk about foul play. This attempted smuggling really took some pluck. This is a whole other way of playing chicken with the police. Get that. They were originally going to try to sneak in a whole pan of mac and cheese, but they chickened out. I'm so glad. When asked if they had a plan, they responded, "No, we just winged it." When asked why they did it, Sean, it was on their bucket list.
Oh, gosh.
Yep. They're expected to serve 11 months, one for each urban spice.
Classic pun run. Also big birds. Last Wednesday was the official beginning of fall. The autumnal equinox happened at 3:20 p.m. This is when the sun is directly overhead at the equator during its apparent half south as winter approaches. And across the world, thousands of goths emerged from their bedrooms, basements, and beds and breakfasts to enjoy their pumpkin spice latte, mulled wine, and to scan the ground for their shadows. Rumor has it, if they aren't scared by the shadow of Punxsutawney Pumpkin King, there will be 6 more weeks of Halloween, and Star 107 will play The Cure and the Smiths 24/7 in celebration. Hurrah! Fall!
In engineering news, a UK startup has developed a bladeless turbine that can generate clean energy without the harmful environmental impact of conventional wind turbines. The device oscillates in the wind, vibrates to the layperson, and generates electrical power, affectionately known as skybraders. In the engineering community, apparently the future of clean energy is coming, and it's gargantuous vibrators. The one downside of these turbines is that they are unable to produce energy when the wind is low, and when company is over and you have to put it in your bedside drawer. Insecure male engineers are apprehensive. Aren't the old ones enough? You need it?
The popular Flint Mexican restaurant La Azteca had to temporarily close after the cooling mechanism was stolen from their roof. You ever know